Hi, St. Ambrose Academy Musical Cast. I want to give you some new warm-ups, a new assortment of warm-ups going into this week. Let's keep working hard because we're going to get a chance to do this show. We're just not sure when it's going to happen yet, okay? So just keep working hard so that when we get the green light, we're ready to go. Okay, so remember, we always want to start by making sure we're nice and loose and limber. Step up on your tippy toes, and then just gently come back down. Make sure you're kind of working around with your hips and your shoulders, just relaxing, get good, just good awareness of your body. Make sure you massage your face and in your jaw in particular, in the back of your neck, and kind of roll your head around. And from after that, just take a number of nice deep breaths and some light sighs. Ooh. Okay, just nice and light and high. Ooh. Like that nice slow-mo. Okay, a new warm-up today on the word new, N-double-O. When you do this one, make sure your tongue is touching the back of your bottom row of teeth. And then make sure that third note, which you'll hear, or the high note, is high enough. No, 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 no. See how I even move my eyebrows up just to try to get that little extra height there. No, and breathe. No, 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 and then a nice light sigh. Woo! We'll use the same syllable. And we'll do something a little different, but also new. No, 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 and breathe. No, 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 and breathe. No, and breathe. No, no, no. And I'm not flexing for you. Remember, we put our hand by our right ear sometimes to help us to hear better. So just make sure you do that. No, 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 no. And a nice light sigh. Ooh. Okay, good. And then here's another new one that we're going to do for this week. Just give me a second. D, 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 Good, and a nice sigh. Woo! Okay, good. Now this one is D and Do. It's kind of similar to that one in the fact that we have more of a marcato, which is space between the notes, okay? A shortness of the notes at the beginning. And then also, while we're trying to get more and more accurate with any kind of jump in singing that we're doing. We'll start here. D, And this is how it goes. It's 2 syllables, this time D and do. D, do, D, do, D, do, D, D, do, D, do, D, do, D. Breathe. D, do, D, do, D, do, D. And breathe. D, do, D, do, D, do, D. And breathe. D, do, D, do, D, do, D. And breathe. D, do, D, do, D, do, D. And breathe. D, do, D, do, D, do, D. Okay, good. And here's one that you know, which is good. Good for just working on our range and our upward leap. So that one has an upward leap that one you just did, but you know this one better. It's our beach ball one. We throw that beach ball up and it's knee, no, and then knee. Knee, no, knee. I forgot to breathe on that one. I had to take a little cheat breath in the middle. So don't do that. You know what to do best, okay? So here's the next one, and breathe. Knee, no, knee, 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 and breathe. Knee, no, knee. Good, and a light sigh. Woo! And the last one is D, D, and do, but it's a little bit different than the D, D, do that we've been doing, okay? D, D, do, and D, and breathe. 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 D, D, do. Good, and a nice light sigh. Woo! Okay, so as you're working this week on everything, I know you're adding your classes and all your classwork, but I do recommend that, and maybe you can alternate between the warm-ups you did last week and this one, just every other day. As you can see, they're about somewhere between 8 to 9 minutes that you should be able to work through this. And feel free to send me a recording, even of just the warm-ups, if you want some feedback. It's going to help you get better and better at singing. Or as you're practicing any of the other songs, feel free to send them my way and I will give you feedback. I've already responded to a few people. Way to go. And I'm very happy to respond to more. So please send them on. God bless you. Keep working hard, and we'll see you soon.